biscuits.
Prime Minister opens Transnational highway. PNG Defence delivers batons. And Michael wins a Vocal Fusion Season 12. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape officially opened the Transnational Highway at the Kotidanga Rural LLG of Gulf Province recently.
Department of Works and Highways connected Murabe Province and Gulf Province on the 50th year of PNG's independence anniversary. This historic event was welcomed by the rural population in the hinterlands of Gulf Province. The ceremony was held in the mountains of Kotidanga, witnessed by the Prime Minister, Minister for Works and Highways, Kerema member, and DOWH staff. This transnational highway connects two of Papua New Guinea's cities, Lae and Port Moresby, importantly allowing people from far and wide to witness this first-time event. Member for Kerema, Thomas Opa, apologized to his people for the delay in road connectivity.
Mila talk thank you big plamamas. Ta mipla luki mol pikinini isinsin and burgim bel from mipla too. Mipla sorry true. I'm taking more than 50 years. Long time through, 1975, you make him independence, Nogadman, tingim yumi. People lose tintin lo yumi.
Minister for Works and Highways, Solan Mirisim, shared the same sentiment, while noting that road access marks a new era.
Before of 50 years, inogamlo road come, inogamlo something come. But today, time people like going said long, 50 years, road become. So we like talk big plamamas, long Maki Mouse Law works, na highways, na also Connect PNC program.
Prime Minister Marape reminded the people that they will not be the back page of the country, however, will be the middle people that link our big cities.
I no super highway yet. One day will be super highway, but you may connect him past time, of him road past time. And so today you may approach him New Guinea side, border na companies la Papua side.
Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
As part of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force celebrations this week, tomorrow will be the Navy Open Day.
Currently docked in Port Moresby are the Australian, Indian, French and Tongan Navy vessels. The Open Day is part of the PNGDF Week, a week-long of celebrations to mark the role of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force and our military partners, an opportunity for the Navy to demonstrate and educate the public on the roles they conduct during their military operations at sea. On Tuesday, the 2nd and Wednesday, the 3rd of September, the public will be allowed to visit and board the ships to learn about life in the Navy and how the navies contribute to security in our region or high seas. Additionally, Papua New Guinea is an island and maritime nation within Indo-Pacific, signifying the important role that navies play in providing maritime security of resources, humanitarian and disaster relief, and search and rescue operations. The next 2 days will be a celebration of our maritime heritage as our nation approaches 50 years of nationhood. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea Defence Force land element units walked from the northern seaboard of mainland PNG to the southern seaboard of PNG with one mission to hand over the baton that contains the message of the Chief of Defence Force to the nation.
Right! General salute!
PNGDF handed over the goodwill message baton today to the Minister for Defence, Dr. Billy Joseph, in front of the Parliament House.
Salute! Present!
The march to Parliament began earlier today at around 4 a.m. at the Laloki Bridge with a team from Moyam Barracks leading the parade. Soldiers walked with courage while proudly raising the PNG flag, showcasing determination as they headed towards the Unagi Hovel. Minister for Defence Force Dr. Billy Joseph was impressed to see the ceremony unfold at Parliament House. Dr. Billy applauded the PNG Defence Force for their continuous service, shown through their sacrifices and persistence to overcoming trials. He said the PNGDF is a source of national pride and holds a powerful symbol of unity. The Defence Minister acknowledged all that took part in the exercise Antap Longol, which honors the legacy of the past. He pledged to roll out more support towards the Defence Force. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Chief of Defence Force Rear Admiral Philip Polewara has received the second baton with a special message about independence today at the Murray Barracks in Port Moresby.
Reaching their hotel location at Erekule.
The Murray Barracks parade ground was graced by the presence of the members of the Defence Force, including both the Papua New Guinea Defence Force and its partners.
The 2nd Royal Pacific Island Regiment.
Rear Admiral Philip Polewara recognized the past leadership of the force, stating that they have contributed significantly to the nation. The Chief of the Defence Force was then escorted to inspect the parade, which he found impressive.
The work was the reason why we as an organization, the Papua New Guinea Defence Force, exist today. That work was to justify why Papua New Guinea needed a defence force on the eve of our independence in 1975. The journey from Quebec to Port Moresby was to deliver a crucial message reinforcing military coordination.
He told the soldiers that their efforts in the force do not go unrecognized.
Your behavior and conduct along this journey inspired the spirit of unity, in harnessing our cultural diversity as a strength and endeavor that our forefathers cultivated the pathway to who we are as a nation 50 years on.
The event that took place earlier today gives a special inspiration to equip a strong defence force going into the next 50 years.
It is the national morale that holds the country together and decides whether the country will be a successful, prosperous and powerful or not. It is the national morale. We can have all the gold, we can have all the money, but it is the national morale. And that's what you people did.
Rear Admiral Polewara also acknowledged the New Zealand defence personnel who participated in the exercise.
2 members of the NZDF took part in the work with our long-range reconnaissance unit. The success of exercise Antap Longol is a collective effort, and we are deeply thankful for the contribution of our partners.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The history of Papua New Guinea Defence Force was commemorated today as the Freedom of Entry March proceeded to the Parliament House to conclude the exercise Antap Longol.
The march to the Parliament captured the attention of the public, which saw numbers walking along to witness the freedom of entry at Parliament.
With drums beating, permission to enter.
With the beautiful sound of the band by the defense and police, it set a tone of pride and unity as soldiers marched to the rhythm. Exercise Director for Exercise Antap Longol, Lieutenant Colonel Donald Isuk, revealed the message in the baton when it was handed over to the Defence Minister.
The purpose of this walk is to unequivocally demonstrate the PNGDF's steadfast support for the national government and the people of Papua New Guinea. The message emphasizes the unity, service and dedication of the PNGDF personnel who reaffirm the pledge of loyalty and commitment to the nation's people, leaders, government.
Lieutenant Colonel Haisuk elaborates on the 4 phases of the military exercise conducted this year.
Together, these 4 phases reminded us that PNGDF embodies the strength, resilience, and the unity of our people. As we reflect on this exercise, we affirm the central message. 50 years on, the Papua New Guinea Defence Force remains an enduring state institution committed to the security of a sovereign Papua New Guinea.
He reminded the Defence Force of their commitment to the country.
This exercise has strengthened our operational capability, tested our endurance, and sharpened our readiness. But beyond that, it has reaffirmed our place in the life of this nation, to serve, to protect, and to stand ready at all times for our people.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yeah.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
I went to Sogeri Secondary School, and it was at that time that my interest began to mount on the Defence Force.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with General Ted Diro.
I was the head of the cadet unit there. Some of the big names that you hear about these days went through the cadet units. At that time, my interest in the military grew.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. Speaking during the official opening of 2nd Papua New Guinea Special Economic Zone yesterday, Department of International Trade and Investment Secretary Jacinta Warakai says the SEZ Foundation policy launched this year will be a catalyst for transformation, enabling PNG to feed itself, to become a hub for investment, and to fully harness the abundant resources.
Secretary Jacinta Warakai said given this policy, PNG must no longer be mere formulators or spectators.
We must no longer be mere formulators of policies or passive spectators. We must be active agents of change. committed to creating an enabling business environment under the Special Economic Zone framework to attract greater foreign investment and drive sustainable growth.
Noting this, Mrs. Warakai said over the next 2 days, the SEZ Summit will feature distinguished figures and experts who will share their insights on SEZ development in PNG. These international speakers and delegates come from China, United Arab Emirates, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Australia.
These nations have successfully established SEZs and witnessed firsthand the economic growth they can deliver. We are privileged to hear their stories, experiences, and lessons learned on the Special Economic Zone journeys.
She also stressed that in May 2023, Maro Peroso government has launched the Economic Development Agenda for SEZ. Since then, PNG has visited SEZs, industrial zones, industrial parks, export processing zones across the Asia region to gain insights into challenges and benefits of special economic zones. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Speaking on the benefits of special economic zones, Chief State Negotiator Dairi Vele says the challenge for the country now is to consider how much Papua New Guinea will capture from SEZs and related projects.
Chief State Negotiator Dairi Vele said insights on project-related challenges in Papua New Guinea. Mr. Vele said special economic zones should not only be investor-driven, but should also focus on what Papua New Guinea wants.
And I think this is where the SEZ construct can really add value, in a sense. So if you can imagine, even if these projects are all buying their computers from Daltron, free plug for Daltron, but because Daltron is getting those computers from China or from Australia, ultimately the bulk of the funds that are used for that end up going offshore, and that's our challenge.
He noted that resource projects are short-term and emphasized that the country needs to be more careful before making decisions on short-term projects.
The money always ends up going offshore, so the challenge for us again, using the SEZ construct, is how do we capture as much as possible all of the value that comes from these types of projects. Because ultimately those numbers are big, but we need to ask how much of it is actually staying in the country. And that's a challenge that's on us. And it's not a new challenge, it happens everywhere.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
A new road cut from Lowai to Finnegan is now underway in the Upper Arab area of Nawai District, Morobe Province, marking a significant milestone in rural connectivity for the district. This project aims to link remote villages at the Upper Arab border and extend towards Wawin, forming parts of the strategic Arab Ring Road network. Member for Nawai District, Tio Palgan said promoting rural development and reaching the unreached is a change that is taking place and must be shared, adding real value to rural communities. The new road cut will serve communities along the border of Upper Arab and eventually reach villages within one toward local level government, enhancing access, mobility and economic opportunity. A local contractor has been engaged and work has been progressing steadily since Saturday. Prime Minister James Marape, whilst giving his keynote address at the official opening of the second Papua New Guinea Special Economic Zone Summit yesterday, said PNG is not bad, stating the country's economy remains at $30 to $32 billion.
Prime Minister James Marape said that in 1975, Papua New Guinea had an economy valued at less than 1 billion kina, with a population of 3 million people, of whom roughly 5% attended some level of education. Marape said that while PNG still faces many deficiencies in its system, the country has made significant progress in preserving its democracy and sovereignty and is doing its absolute best to move forward.
We have come even in the midst of our shortcomings. And I want to say our shortcomings are acknowledged far and wide. In the first instance, my government since 2019 have said, first thing first, grow our economy at the very earliest. And in the midst of growing economy, how do we replace imports? How do we ramp up exports? How do we expand the economy and not rely just on one or two sectors?
He said that for the first time since 1975, there has been a 4% growth in the non-mining and petroleum sectors. He acknowledged that there is potential for many more special economic zone licenses to be issued, but impediments remain and PNG is learning from its experiences.
And I want to appreciate all of you who contribute expert advices to us. Those experiences tells us that we must eliminate the impediments to successfully operate SEZs in our country, as we also encourage more of the investors to come into our space.
Currently, there are 4 licensed SEZs: Paga Hill SEZ, Pacific Cement and Lime SEZ, Sea Park SEZ, and Kausen Bay SEZ. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at 0.2400 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying 0.2325 US dollars, 0.3526 Australian dollars, 0.1908 euro, and 33.85 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copper closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Telecom is giving its customers nationwide a chance to win 100,000 kina worth of cash prizes. Every week, Telecom will be giving away 500 kina to 10 lucky winners. And our major cash prize of 50,000 kina will be shared to 4 lucky winners from PNG's 4 regions. Plus runner-up consolation prizes for 1,000 participants for data bonus prize. Get your entries to go into the draw to win big. Telecom, great value and PNG owned, sure feels good.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
You're watching National EMTV News. Prime Minister James Marape has assured investors that Papua New Guinea is a nation that honors its agreements, despite the government not being happy with some of the company's performances.
Prime Minister James Marape emphasized that the government does not break agreements with companies, but allows them to operate until their licenses or contracts expire.
Today I may not like everything and the agreement that we have with one of our major fuel importers. But just because I don't agree doesn't mean I will tear up the agreement. Papua New Guinea honors our agreements, and so we let that company operate still until the license or the agreement period lapses or runs out.
He cited ExxonMobil and the Steamships group of companies as examples of businesses that have established a strong presence in Papua New Guinea.
Over 60,000 landowners, 5 provinces, has what seemed like a harsh terrain. At the backdrop of a global financial crisis in 2008, ExxonMobil made financial investment decision over $18 billion worth of investment commitment made, mobilized financing from 22 cartels of global financial institutions that mobilized financing to finance that $18 billion FID sanction project. Later on, project cost went to $22 billion. Yet they delivered on schedule, first gas sold on schedule, despite what seemed like a very complex oil and gas project in PNG. This is an example of government and investors working hand in hand in partnership to make sure the country wins as well as the investor wins.
Marape expressed gratitude to the investors attending the second Papua New Guinea Special Economic Zone Summit and stated that over the next 60 years, PNG will be an investor-friendly country, offering incentives where appropriate. The Prime Minister also highlighted that PNG is a declared carbon-negative country. He noted that businesses operating in PNG Special Economic Zones will receive green certificates, ensuring that they have no carbon footprint during their operations. Marape reassured investors that their investments in PNG will be protected by the country's laws, reinforcing confidence in the business environment. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
2025 Vocal Fusion Season 12 concluded yesterday with Michael Mikis taking home the 50,000 Kina Grand Prize. It was at a crusade in Medang Michael Mikis found out about the 2025 Vocal Fusion auditions in Port Moresby through a phone call from relatives.
What I told them is that if Emlop Lay or Goroka or Islakan, and by Silomigo, but they told me, no worries, some ticket stuff, so you buy any place to start on. I go straight from the crusade, me come, me Kalala Palus, me come, must be without knowing any song to sing on the first audition.
Being the eldest of the family, Michael plans to invest in business that will sustain his family in the long run while still continuing his singing career with the confidence and experience gained from his journey with vocal fusion.
I think vocal fusion is one of the best programs that, I'm teaching man only lo sing, but lo character to, like me, honestly, I'm an introvert. Community lo misabe, me just stop blouse. I talk to whoever, me sa talk, kind of say, but now me gamble, milani lo talk na. People standing to milani la dance. So vocal fusion and one like nice programs that. Bisa watching now me can experience him just nice there.
While the second and third runner-up winners received 10,000 kina each, the first runner-up took home 20,000 kina. All 4 grand finalists were also presented scholarships from the International Training Institute and AMPAS from Trans Beauty. With support from partners, families and supporters, the Vocal Fusion Season 12 concluded on a high note. The 5 days Teaching Service Commission Consultant Workshop commenced today in Port Moresby. Themed under strengthening teacher management through data integrity and structural alignment, the consultation workshop gathered Teaching Service Commission advisors and provincial education officers from the Momase and southern regions of Papua New Guinea to discuss the appointment management system for teachers in the provinces. Commissioner of Operations for the Teaching Service Commission, Maini Mike Ugaya, shared that all problems related to teachers ultimately come back to appointments.
It's to do with teacher appointment. Legal provisions of teacher appointment. By the legislation, Provincial Education Advisor or Education Board is the recognized legitimate body that makes decisions for teacher appointment. The National Education Board is the legitimate body that makes teacher appointment for national institutions. Today, anyone wants to do appointment, and that's where the problem.
Chairman of the Teaching Service Commission, Samson Wangihomi, advised them to take care of and give priority to the teachers.
So let's appreciate the teacher. Make a teacher happy. Teachers build our nation. Others can say we are nation builders, but actually teachers build the nation. They educate you and I.
This week-long workshop commenced today and will conclude on Friday, the 5th of September. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News. A media education seminar was recently held at Don Bosco Simbu Technical College in Kumgi, sponsored by Caritas PNG. The program aimed to equip students and staff with media skills, enabling them to become both critical consumers and creative producers of media content. The seminar brought together 39 participants who engaged in focused sessions on print media, images and videos. Workshops on social media and artificial intelligence were organized for the entire student body. Participants demonstrated focus, dedication and commitment in their chosen media areas, producing reflective stories, photo stories and short videos that highlighted issues faced by young people today. The program combined learning sessions with hands-on activities in print, image, and video media, complemented by moments of prayer and lively games. Students were encouraged to inspire others through their writing with the reminder that transformation begins with oneself. Reflecting writing gave participants the opportunity to ponder their experiences and appreciate them in the light of hope. The seminar concluded with excitement and anticipation for the film festival, scheduled for October 18th this year in Port Moresby, where several student films will be showcased. Cole Rama, National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news, 20 world leaders, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, have arrived in China for a major security summit.
This meeting comes as the United States continues to implement punitive tariffs, frustrating long-term economic partners and allies.
The Shanghai Cooperation Organization has grown into a significant force in promoting a new type of international relations and building a community with a shared future for humanity. At this summit, we are tasked with an important mission to build consensus among all parties, ignite momentum for cooperation, and draw up a blueprint for development.
The Chinese and Indian leaders have met on the sidelines of the summit, announcing direct flights will resume between the two countries. They've also promised to work together on issues including terrorism and trade. This was Mr. Modi's first visit to China in 7 years.
They both agreed that the two countries were primarily focused on their domestic development goals. And in this, they were partners rather than rivals.
Members of Australia's multicultural community have described fear, and disappointment they felt during the weekend's anti-immigration rallies.
Aboriginal leaders have condemned the attack as a brazen display of racist and fascist ideology. They say supporters of neo-Nazi leader Thomas Sewell, who had made a speech at the anti-immigration rally in the CBD earlier in the day, then splintered off and stormed the Camp Sovereignty site just south of Melbourne CBD in the Botanic Gardens around 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Now, footage shows those men dressed in black appearing to spit and stamp on an Aboriginal flag. They also tried to pull down the Camp Sovereignty letters without success. As men chanted white power, we can also see on the footage one man attacking one of those Camp Sovereignty members with a flagpole. And witnesses say that there were 4 people who were hurt in this clash, including 2 who had to be hospitalised with head injuries. And Aboriginal leaders say that it's a sad day when neo-Nazis are allowed to walk down the street, twisting the struggle of working class people and spreading cheap racist rhetoric. Now, this all follows those anti-immigration rallies where we saw people clash with counter-protesters in the CBD yesterday. And police say that 2 officers were hurt as bottles were hurled into the crowd. They had to deploy capsicum spray as well as step in to try and break up these angry and violent clashes. And they say that 6 people were arrested, while they are also going to look at CCTV footage to determine whether or not they can identify any other offenders. They also say that there is absolutely no place for this sort of violent and divisive behaviour in Victoria.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is the Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 Kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Chuka Sports. National Capital District Touch saw its final round of the Open Division yesterday, drawing a close to an exciting season of fast-paced action.
With action-packed matches on the display, teams gave their all in the final push for the top placings. NCD Touch technical manager Robin Taleng gave an overview of the performances and praised the level of competition.
Now, as you can see the box set, the background, all open divisions we play. Open divisions normally we play the field, and we start the last round now. So after this last round and finish, we'll go into a break. I think 1 to 2 weeks, and then we go into the final playoffs.
Taleng also offered words of encouragement to all participating teams moving forward. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
National Capital District Hockey Tournament saw thrilling action yesterday at the Sir John Guy's Hockey Pavilion, with teams displaying high levels of skill, determination and teamwork.
The National Capital District Hockey Tournament witnessed intense and exciting matches, drawing a strong turnout of supporters. President of the Port Moresby Hockey Association praised the level of competition and dedication shown by all participating teams. He further noted on the tournament.
Basically, apart from our normal club games, like NCD tournament is basically to showcase talent and skills within the competition here. We've created 9 teams and basically 4 categories. So the juniors, below under 21 is the juniors, and then we have 22 to, I think, 27 is for the elites. And then the senior men's team ranging, and we go into the masters and the veterans.
He also stated the competitiveness of the tournament in the Senior 1 and Elite matches today.
So basically, the Senior 1 team is the, I would say, the cream of the competition. And, they expect good challenge from our up-and-coming stars. in the juniors and the elites one.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebasa dia, yum.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry first.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David Mead.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on top of them. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching.
All the younger ones will follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, Oscar Piastri has extended his lead in the Formula One Drivers' Championship, winning the Dutch Grand Prix as his teammate Lando Norris failed to finish the race.
The Australian led from start to finish to claim his 7th checkered flag from 13 races this season. Norris was on course to make it a 1-2 finish for McLaren before an oil leak and engine failure ended his race with 7 laps to go. Piastri leads the Drivers' Championship by 34 points with 9 races remaining.
Obviously, it was incredibly unfortunate for Lando at the end, but yeah, felt like I was in control of that one and just used the pace when I needed to. And yeah, there was a bit of a different race to 12 months ago.
And it was business as usual at the US Open for Carlos Alcaraz this morning.
He defeated his French opponent, Arthur Rinderknecht, in straight sets 7-6, 6-3, 6-4 to book his place in the quarter-final. The world number 2, who is well known for spending as much time in Ibiza as possible and celebrating wins by demonstrating his golf swing, revealed he's spending more and more time on the course.
It doesn't look that good in a golf course, to be honest. I'm practicing just to be as good as here, but it takes time.
That ends True Kai's Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Kai. True Kai, true inspiration through generations.
Telecom is giving its customers nationwide a chance to win 100,000 kina worth of cash prizes. Every week, Telecom will be giving away 500 kina to 10 lucky winners. And our major cash prize of 50,000 kina will be shared to 4 lucky winners from PNG's 4 regions. Plus runner-up consolation prizes for 1,000 participants for data bonus prize. Get your entries to go into the draw to win big. Telecom, great value and PNG owned, sure feels good.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
I went to Sogeri Secondary School, and it was at that time that my interest began to mount on the Defence Force.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with General Ted Diro.
I was the head of the cadet unit there. Some of the big names that you hear about these days went through the cadet units. At that time, my interest in the military grew.
That's on tonight.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. Port Moresby, partly cloudy. Daru, partly cloudy with possible rain showers in the evening. Kerama, cloudy periods with possible rain showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon to evening. Alotsau, cloudy periods with possible showers. And Popondetta, cloudy periods and possible evening showers. In the Momasa region, Lay City, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medeng, cloudy periods with possible rain showers and thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with possible rain to rain showers and thunderstorms. Kavieng, cloudy periods with possible rain to rain showers and thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with possible rain showers and thunderstorm in the evening. Kimbe, cloudy periods with heavy rain at times and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, cloudy periods with possible rain to rain showers and thunderstorm. And in the Highlands region, Mount Agan City, cloudy periods, then afternoon to evening rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiyawa, cloudy periods with possible showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon to evening. And Mandate, Sari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with possible afternoon to evening rain showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 1st of September 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next,